The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
East going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East! A Wolverine walk-off winner!
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines!
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
And we are live today at Sunsplashed Jack Behringer Field, one of the great rivalries in small college sports being renewed today as Westminster makes the short trip across State Route 208 to take on Grove City in a President's Athletic Conference baseball doubleheader. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you today. We'll play two, Grove City and Westminster. First pitch for the opener, 1 o'clock. And then, of course, game 2 to follow. Both teams are 2-0 in the PAC. Westminster sweeping Franciscan on Saturday. Grove City went down to Chatham and took a pair from the Cougars. So two teams right now in first place. 1/10 of the way through this 20-game President's Athletic Conference schedule, and certainly a lot riding on this one. Both teams were in the PAC tournament last year. In fact, it was Grove City that knocked out Westminster. Wolverines beat Westminster in the opening round and then defeated the Titans in an elimination game to advance to the finals last year. Westminster, a veteran squad, a lot of seniors, a lot of fifth-year guys as well, and certainly a lot of familiar names for head coach Patrick Riley and his squad, which is 7-9 overall. Grove City comes in 11-6 overall, and should be a good one today. Grove City taking on Westminster. We will come back and talk about the starting pitchers. We'll also have the starting lineups to get you set for game 1 of 2. It's Grove City and Westminster, a doubleheader here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
And we are back here at Jack Behringer Field. Had a nice pregame chat with our umpires, Garrett Proper and Joe Romano. Garrett Proper will be behind the plate for Game 1. Joe Romano in the field for this opener, and they, of course, will switch for Game 2. The pitching matchup in this one, a very intriguing matchup. Grove City will send the hard-throwing freshman Dash Lanzalotta to the mound. It will be start number 5 for Lanzalotta. 1-2, ERA of .491, 18 1/3 innings. Opponents are hitting only .209 against him, but the walks have been an issue. 18 walks this year in 18 1/3 innings. Meanwhile, for Westminster, it will be Tyson Djokovic, the sophomore from Hickory. He's 3-0. This will be start number 4 for him. 3-0, ERA of .169, 16 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, and only 3 walks. So Djokovic, who is right now the number 3 starter for Westminster behind Colton Banfi and the big righty Ryan Gibbons. They've got the wins on Saturday against Franciscan, and then to be able to run out Djokovic in that number 3 spot, that tells you have a very good starting rotation, and Djokovic off to a very good start here as a sophomore. We will take a quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and get you set. Grove City and Westminster renewing a series that dates back to 1884 here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
This is Grove City College President Paul McNulty. Grove City College is a highly ranked national liberal arts college where your formation is viewed holistically, embracing mind, heart, and hand. You'll discover your calling and be equipped to pursue it. You'll also be a part of a community of purpose and principle. Faithfulness to this mission is one of our core values. Learn more about us at gcc.edu.
Time now for today's starting lineups. As you can hear the wind gusting in the background here at Jack Behringer Field. It has been swirling, but looks like it's maybe, or feels like it's blowing out at least. But that's could be a good day to be a hitter. The starting lineups first for Westminster. Leading off will be the second baseman Logan Mrjenovic. Batting second at shortstop is Braden Campbell. Chris Davis will play left field and bat third. David Kelly is the DH. He's in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth at first base is Josh Reed. Derek Beach, the center fielder, bats 6th. Andrew Wolf in left field will bat 7th. Chase Tomko, the catcher, hits 8th. And batting 9th will be the third baseman, Parker Lyons. Mrjenovic, Campbell, Davis. Kelly, Reed, and Beach. Wolf, Tomko, and Lyons. And now for Grove City, it will be Braden Coyle leading off in left field. Sam Meredith, the shortstop, bats 2nd. Colin Marin-Petro bats 3rd. He plays first base. Josh Minnick in right field is the cleanup man. Sam Bevan at third base will bat 5th. Luke Vitone at second base in the number 6 spot. Nick Sampson, he went 6 for 8 in the doubleheader Saturday at Chatham. He'll play center field and bat 7th. Dan Luco will be the DH in Game 1. He bats 8th. Adam Weber will be behind the plate and batting 9th. Coyle, Meredith, Marin-Petro. Minnick, Bevan, Vitone, Sampson, Luco, and Weber. And again, your umpires, Garrett Proper behind the plate, Joe Romano in the field for Game 1. We'll come back with the first pitch on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than 4 walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself. so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
We are back here at Jack Behringer Field. Dash Lanzalotta getting ready to get up on the mound. The Wolverines are in the white jerseys today. Red numbers and letters outlined in black. And red trim for the Wolverines. They have the black caps on. Westminster in the navy tops, white numbers and letters, gray pants. And a little bit of silver and white trim for Westminster in its road threads today. Temperature around 50, very windy, a few clouds, but mostly sunny skies here at Jack Behringer Field. Both teams 2-0 in the PAC. Full slate of action today in the conference, by the way, as there are 5 total doubleheaders scheduled. We'll keep you up to date throughout the day on everything ongoing. The other games today, Waynesburg's at Franciscan, Geneva at St. Vincent, Teal at W&J. And perhaps we've had a change to that, but that's the schedule as for now. And we'll keep you up to date. Plenty certainly to talk about. Bethany is scheduled to host Chatham. I don't see that showing up on the PAC scoreboard yet, but we will let everybody know as to what's going on there. But again, we'll have a full scoreboard today here in the PAC. Dash Lanzalotta, he also has a save to his credit this year, by the way, but he gets the start today. Start number 5 for the right-hander from Nordonia. He will face Logan Mrjenovic, Braden Campbell, and Chris Davis to begin this afternoon's game. And will be Mrjenovic leading off. Mrjenovic, grad student out of Central Valley. Played shortstop for most of his career, moved over to second base last year. He's hitting .238 this year, team leading 13 runs, 2 home runs, and 11 runs batted in. And Lanzalotta's first pitch is a strike at the knees, and we're underway here at Jack Behringer Field. First pitch coming at 12:59. Lanzalotta deals. And strike 2 right at the knees. If Lanzalotta is able to keep it there all day, it's not going to be a lot of fun for Westminster. Count 0-2 on Mrjenovic. Third baseman Sam Bevan on the cut of the grass. 0-2, fouled off on the right field side. Windy day here at Jack Behringer Field. But we are encased in sunshine, and that's priority 1. Lanzalotta set at the belt, working on the first base side of the rubber. Breaking ball bounced to the first base side. Marin Petro fields it on the hop. He'll hustle to the bag, and that is out number 1. 1 down for Braden Campbell. Campbell hitting .288 this year. No home runs and 6 runs batted in for the Titans shortstop. For a while, Campbell was playing third, and Mrjenovic was at at short, but then they shifted guys one spot to the left. Campbell taking over at short, with Mrjenovic going to second. It has certainly worked for the Titans. Lanzalotta's first pitch fouled off the screen, and it's 0-1. So 5 pitches, 5 strikes for Lanzalotta. His last outing was against Houghton here on that long, damp, gray day. 0-1, misses a bit high, 1-1. Lanzalotta needed well over 100 pitches to get through 5 innings that day, but looking for a better outing today. The 1-1, outside, 2-1 now on Braden Campbell, to be followed by Chris Davis. 2 balls and a strike. Bevan hugging the line behind the bag over at third. Marin Petro likewise at first. A lot of room up the middle. 2-1, swing and a miss. Lanzalotta pumped the fastball past him, now 2-2. Lanzalotta set at the bell, gets the sign from catcher Adam Weber. 2-2, fouled straight back. Down towards the softball field. How about that Grove City softball team? 7-game win streak, sweep at Pitt Bradford yesterday. Wolverines scheduled to be at Pitt or at W&J tomorrow. Good chance that one's going to be postponed to Thursday because of the weather. It's not officially official, but that's the rumor that's been going around. Lanzalotta's 2-2. Fouled off again. Campbell hanging tough. Wind right now blowing out towards left center. 2-2, swing and a miss. Fastball that ran inside on Campbell. Strikeout number 1 for Lanzalotta. 2 away for Chris Davis. Davis making start number 7 this year. Hitting .238, no home runs, and 4 runs batted in. Left-hand batter. Davis out of San Francisco. This feels like a summer day in San Francisco. As much as San Francisco Giants games and people are bundled up in the middle of July. First pitch to Davis is outside for a ball. Davis, the left fielder. Lefty batter, slightly open stance. 1-0, clipped him on the front leg. And the first base runner of the afternoon is Davis. And that'll bring up David Kelly, the DH. Kelly off to a terrific start, hitting .449 this year. No home runs, 8 runs batted in. 22 for 49 this year is Kelly. Davis has not attempted a steal this year. Titans, 21 steals in 16 games this year. They will run a little bit. Same with Grove City, 19 steals in 17 games. This one popped on the infield. Luke Vuitton, the second baseman, says he has it, and he does. And that ends the top of the first. Good start for Dash Lanzalotta for Westminster. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through a half inning in game 1 at Jack Behringer Field, it's Westminster 0. Grove City coming to bat. This is the Wolverines Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Yeah, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We go to the bottom of the first. Grove City, we have Braden Coyle, Sam Meredith, and Colin Marin Petro due up against the Westminster right-hander Tyson Djokovic, the sophomore, making start number 4, 3-0 this year for the Mercer County, and it's an all Mercer County battery for Westminster. Chase Tomko out of West Middlesex is the catcher. Djokovic pitching out of the windup, and his first pitch to Braden Coyle is a strike at the knees. Coyle, the freshman from Upper St. Clair, getting the start in game 1. Coyle hitting 400 this year, 8 for 20. It's start number 6 for him. Djokovic misses low with a next one. It's 1-1 on Coyle. One just missed inside, 2-1. Looked like maybe a two-seam fastball that ran inside. Djokovic working quickly. 2-1. That one's on the outer third for a strike, 2-2. And so again, it's early, but you watch Lancelot and now Djokovic. Both pitchers have a lot of giddy up so far today. 2-2, low, 3-2 now on Braden Coyle. Meredith and Marin Petro to follow, then Minnick. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Coyle tied up by that one, and Djokovic begins his afternoon with a strikeout. One down for Sam Meredith, the Wolverine shortstop. .339 average this year, no home runs, 14 runs batted in. He's one of 4 men on the roster with 14 runs batted in this year. They're all tied for second. Sam Bevan leading the way with 17. Djokovic working quickly, and his first pitch is low for a ball. Marin Petro, who's on deck, also has knocked in 4, as have Luke Vuitton and Josh Minnick. The 1-0. Strike of the knees, 1-1 now on Sam Meredith. Djokovic gets the sign. Foul tip at the plate, now 1-2 on Sam Meredith. Tomko giving the signs. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the afternoon for Djokovic. 2 away for Colin Marin Petro. Marin Petro hitting a team-leading .400 this year. 14 runs batted in, has a team-leading 8 doubles. He leads the PAC in walks with 15, an on-base percentage of .550. And he takes the first one a bit outside, 1-0. Marin Petro, vertical stance, back of the box, hugging the plate. 1-0, that one strike at the knees. 1-1. And if both pitchers live down there like they have been today, this is not going to be a high-scoring game. 1-1, bounced to Reed. Takes a funny hop, fields it. Does he have time? No, cannot get Marin Petro, who beats it out, and the Wolverines get a base runner on the fielding error. Ball had a lot of overspin, but it will be an error to bring up allowing Josh Minnick to bat here in the first. He's hitting .318 this year, 2 home runs, and 14 runs batted in for Minnick. Marin Petro has not attempted a steal. Reed will hold him on over at first. And the first one is high for a ball. Pretty good sized hole in the right side with Marin Petro being held on. And the 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. The ball hit to Reed, kind of an in-between hop, just handcuffed him. Sometimes happens, and then it caromed away from him. 1-1 fouled off. It's now 1-2 on the Wolverine right fielder, Josh Minnick. Djokovic working out of the stretch for the first time today. Set at the belt. 1-2 to Minnick. Just off the plate. Didn't miss by much. Tomko tried to buy him that one. But it's 2-2. A tough take certainly from Minnick. Count now 2-2. Marin Petro modest lead at first. 2-2. Bouncer off of Djokovic's glove. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to first. And a nice pick by Reed in time, as Parker Wolf able to grab it. Or Parker Lyons, on the run. The bare hand grab throw and a first in time. And Minnick is retired 1-5-3. Grove City, no runs, no hits. There was one error and one left. We've played one inning in game one at Jack Behringer Field. Westminster and Grove City are scoreless. This is Wolverine Baseball.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Josh Reed, Derek Beach, Andrew Wolf. 5, 6, and 7 for Westminster due in the second inning. No score. Game one here at Jack Behringer Field. Doubleheader here in PAC action. Both teams 2-0 in the conference. Reed will lead off, the lanky left-hand batter. Hitting .265 this year, no home runs, and 5 runs batted in. And Dash Lanzalotta's first pitch is a bit high for a ball. .1-0 from Dash Lanzalotta on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss by Reed. Late on that one. 1-1 on Reed. Wind continuing to blow out towards left center. Both pitchers so far lived down in the zone. This one, a squibber back to the mound. Lanzalotta will toss over to first in time for out number 1. One away for Derek Beach, the Titusville High grad. Beach hitting .265 this year. It's start number 14 for him. No home runs and 6 runs batted in. Does have a team-leading 6 extra base hits, however. 4 doubles, 2 triples. And the first pitch from Lanzalotta just misses off the plate. 1-0. Lanzalotta working on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-0. Swing and a miss by Beach. Beach has been susceptible to the strikeout. He struck out 15 times this year. That is tops on the team. Westminster's a team, 114 strikeouts coming in, and only 42 walks. The 1-1, skied foul on the first base side out of play, and it's 1-2 on Beach. A ball and 2 strikes. Dash Lanzalotta gets the sign from Weber. 1-2 misses inside, 2-2 on the right-hand hitting center fielder. Beach even stance, the 2-2. Misses away, now 3-2. Each team's had 1 base runner. We've had no hits so far. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch from Lanzalotta on the way. And that misses a bit low. Beach walks for the 4th time this year. A 1-out walk to Beach, and that'll bring up Andrew Wolf, the left fielder. Wolf making his 7th start of the season, 6 for 17, .353 average, 1 home run, and 6 runs batted in. Beach, he's attempted 3 steals. He's been caught twice, but certainly a threat to go. Good speed. Lefty batter Wolf standing in. Lanzalotta's first pitch. It's a strike. The belt 0-1 on Wolf. Wolf from out in York County, Dillsburg, Northern High School. Oh-1 misses inside. Backhand grab made by the catcher, Adam Weber. Weber doing the catching. Colin Marin-Petro at first. Luke Fatone at second. Sam Bevan at third. Sam Meredith at short. Braden Coyle in left. Nick Sampson in center. And Josh Minnick in right. Ball and a strike on Wolf. Lanzalotta's 1-1 fouled off on the third base side down towards East Pine Street in the direction of Station 95, the Grove City Fire Department, along with the police department. This early start, Chief Elias still on duty. So we are on East Pine Street here in Grove City Borough. On the eastern side of the borough limits. The 1-2. This one's lined out to left. Coyle on the run makes the catch as that one's sliced back towards him. Wolf hit it well, but it hung up long enough for Coyle. Perhaps the wind helped it too, pushing it out to Coyle for out number 2. That'll bring up Chase Tomko, the catcher, and number 8 hitter. Tomko hitting .208 this year. Hit 1 home run, and he's knocked in 5. Tomko at start number 14 for the 5th-year senior. Good chance he'll catch both games today. Throw over to first and back safely as Beach. Not a guarantee, but he's caught 13 of the first 16. Set at the belt from Lanzalotta. The first one's a strike on Tomko. Tomko has logged a lot of innings behind the plate in his career at Westminster. Throw over to first. Beach might have been leaning. He's back safely, though, with a head-first dive. Bevan behind the bag, hugging the line. Beach on the run. Tomko fouls this one off. And the count is 0-2 on Tomko. He was a member of West Middlesex's 2019 state championship team in Class 1A, a 2-1 win over Greenwood out at Medlar Field at Penn State. 0-2 from Lanzalotta outside 1-2. West Middlesex becoming the first Mercer County team to win a state title in baseball that afternoon. Tomko, open stance for the right-hand batter. Beach, decent lead. Throw over to first. He's back safely. Lanzalotta set at the belt. The 1-2, there goes Beach. Another foul off. So far, so good for Lanzalotta. 20 strikes, 11 balls, but of the 11 balls, they've been close misses. So he has certainly gotten off to a very good start today. The Wolverines love his stuff. They love all the physical tools. Just matter of putting it all together at the collegiate level. 1-2, breaking ball fouled off again on the first base side. And it stays 1-2 on Tomko with Parker Lyons, who made a very nice defensive play to close out last half inning, waiting on deck. Wolverines want him to lead off the third. Lanzalotta throw over to first, and Beach is back safely. Beach certainly has the attention of Lanzalotta. Count 1-2, 2 away in the top of the second. Lanzalotta's pitch. Pop foul behind us out of play. And it remains 1-2. Tomko making Lanzalotta work. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. One, two, swing and a miss. Lanzalotta wins the battle, gets his second strikeout of the afternoon. That will end the inning. For Westminster, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left. Through 1.5 in Game 1 at Jack Behringer Field, scoreless between Grove City and Westminster on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Five, 6, and 7 due for Grove City in the bottom of the second against Westminster pitcher Tyson Djokovic. It's Sam Bevan, Luke Fatone, and Nick Sampson. Bevan leading the team with 17 runs batted in this year. He was honored Monday by the PAC as a pitcher. PAC Pitcher of the Week. Probably won't see him today. And the first pitch is chopped foul on the third base side. It's 0-1 on Sam Bevan, the Wolverine third baseman. Bevan hitting .329 this year, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. He went 6 for 12 at the plate last week, hitting .500. 0-1 misses low, 1-1. So Bevan went 1-0, ERA of 0 in 10 total innings last week. This one rolled on the left side and thrown to first, and it's a foul ball as it hit Bevan in the box. Sam ran it out anyway. Maybe keeping the legs warm, who knows, but it'll be 1-2 on Bevan. I don't think he knew it was a foul ball, but he was getting ready to jog back to the dugout. Instead, he'll get a second opportunity here. Third baseman Wolf behind the bag. 1-2, swing and a miss, a pitch in the dirt. It skips away, and Sam Bevan is going to reach on a strikeout wild pitch. Third strikeout for Djokovic. The Wolverines get their second base runner. That was one of the more unusual sequences that you'll see. Man on, nobody out for Luke Fatone. Luke hitting .327 this year, 1 home run and 14 runs batted in. Bevan's certainly a threat to go over at first, held on by Reed. Djokovic's first pitch to Fatone. Misses low for a ball. It's 1-0 on the Wolverine second baseman. Bevan held on. Short lead for Bevan. He might be winded from those sprints down to first. Who knows? The 1-0 is low, 2-0. Casey thought he was out twice, and instead he's on with nobody out. 2-0, Fatone fouls it straight back. Now 2-1. Bevan still with a modest lead at first, barely off the bag. 2-1, strike of the knees on Fatone. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Djokovic gets the sign from Tomko, shakes him off, now they're in agreement. 2-2. Fastball fouled off at the plate, and it stays 2-2 on Fatone. Fatone, the senior out of Eden Christian. Right-hand hitter. Djokovic set at the belt. 2-2, called strike 3. That one split the plate in half. Fatone Blocked up by that one, and it's the fourth strikeout for Tyson Djokovic. One away for Nick Sampson. Sampson, the average is up to 306. No home runs, 10 runs batted in. He's also walked 13 times this year. Went 6 for 8 in the doubleheader down at Chatham Saturday, 4 for 4 in the opener. He had a big afternoon down in Pittsburgh. Bevan, short lead over at first. Djokovic's first pitch bounced on the right side. Reed fields it, steps on the bag, throw down to second. And Bevan, safe, beats the rap at second. Sampson retired 3 unassisted. Bevan takes second on the play. So runner in scoring position for the DH, Dan Luco. Luco hitting .265 this year, no home runs, and 7 runs batted in. So a chance for the Wolverines to break the scoreless tie. First pitch from Djokovic is low, 1-0 to Luco. Decent lead for Bevan at second. 1-0, runs inside, 2-0. Djokovic, certainly the fastball has a lot of run on it. Breaking ball misses inside, now 3-0. Like lands a lot of when Djokovic has missed, he's not missed by much. But he's behind in the count, 3-0. Luco, righty batter. Takes a strike down the middle. 3-1 now on Luco. Number 8 hitter in the order today. Bevan, good speed out at second. Rajetovic trying to keep an eye on him out there. The 3-1. Fouled off, and now the count goes to 3-2 on Luco. Tyson Djokovic getting ready to send in the 3-2. That runs inside, and that clips Luco. So he will reach on the hit batsman. So 2 on now for the Wolverines for Adam Weber. Weber, the sophomore catcher, hitting .235 this year. No home runs, 7 runs batted in. So the Wolverines have 2 men on without benefit of a hit and without a walk. Strikeout, wild pitch, and a hit by pitch here in the second. Chance for Weber to come through here. Djokovic set at the belt. First pitch, misses low, 1-0. The Wolverine catchers this year, Weber and then Sam DiStefano, they both have had a knack for the big hit this year. Maybe you look at the overall numbers and they don't jump off the page at you, but they have come through in crunch time. 1-0 fouled off for the check swing, 1-1 on Weber. We'll likely see Sam DiStefano catching in game 2. He went 4 for 5 in game 1 Chatham. Or I'm sorry, it was the second game at the Chatham Saturday. Bevan at second. Luco at first. 1-1 is a strike on the inner third. 1-2 now. And Djokovic 1 strike away from getting out of this minor mess. Third baseman Lyons even with the bag off the line. 1-2, nubbed foul. And it stays 1-2. Head coach Matt Royer, year number 10 for him. He's coaching down at third. Ryan Kalfas, second-year assistant coach over at first. 2 on, 2 down in the second. The 1-2. Bounced foul on the first base side, and Weber hanging tough. Westminster will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the third. Lyons, Burjanovic, and Campbell. Djokovic back up on the rubber, gets the sign from Tomko. Another 1-2 on the way. And here it comes. This one's rolling up the middle. It's going to sneak through for a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Bevan on the way to third. And sliding as safely as Luco. That will allow Weber to take an extra 90 feet. Adam Weber coming through the ball, gets away, throw to the plate, and safe. Luco scores. And it's 2-0. Weber goes all the way to third on the play. Now Patrick Riley asking for an explanation from Garrett Proper, and he says he got to the plate before the tag. So the Wolverines get 2. Bevins scores, and then Luco scoring on the air. It will be 1 run batted in for Weber. He goes all the way to third on the play. The air will go on the shortstop on the relay throw towards third. A runner at third now with 2 down for Braden Coyle. He struck out to begin the game. So the first run earned, the second one unearned for the moment. 0-1 to Coyle, fouled off. It's now 0-2, and Grove City has taken the lead 2-0. And it all started from the throw from center. Beach, if he just throws the second to keep runners on the corners, it's probably 1-0, but instead tried to get the lead man. Ball got away. 0-2. Coyle hits a 2-hopper to short. Throw by Campbell across the diamond is in time to retire Coyle, and that will end the inning. But Grove City gets 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Adam Weber coming up with a 2-out single to put the Wolverines on top. Grove City with the lead 2-0. We'll come back with the top of the third on the Wolverines Sports Network.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
And we are back here at Jack Behringer Field. We had a minor camera thing, but fortunately it happened in between innings, so you missed nothing. Grove City on top 2-0 in the top of the third. We'll blame Tyler Grupak for that because he didn't have the headset on. No, Tyler coming down and joining us here today. Our Assistant Sports Information Director doing a great job. Parker Lyons leads off. And it fouls straight back towards us behind home plate in our perch here at Jack Behringer Field. If you weren't awake, you are now. Lyons, Rajenovich, and Campbell do for Westminster. 0-1 fouled off. It's now 0-2. Lyons hitting .345 this year. He's knocked in 1 run. 19 of 55 this year, making start number 15 this year. Pitch on the way. Fouled off, and it remains 0-2 on Parker Lyons. Dash Lanzalata working on the first base side of the rubber, staked to a 2-0 lead. And And that one outside for a ball. Lanzalotta, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one on the dirt. And Dash Lanzalotta picks up strikeout number 3. Back to the top of the order to Logan Mrjenovic. He grounded out the first, back in the first. Mrjenovic, righty batter, slightly open stance. Lanzalotta's first pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Lanzalotta getting the sign from Weber, 0-1, swing and a miss. And now 0-2 on Mrjenovic. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, top of the third. 2-0 Grove City the lead. 0-2 fouled off. A check swing from Mrjenovic and stays 0-2. Both teams 2-0 in the conference. We'll take a look at the PAC scoreboard here in a little while. Breaking ball. Skied to right. Minnick fighting the wind makes the catch for out number 2. Two down for Braden Campbell, the shortstop. Campbell struck out in the first. Campbell, right-hand hitting shortstop. Facing Lanzalotta. And Lanzalotta's first pitch, this one's driven out to right. Minnick on the run. He'll make the chest-high grab to end the inning. A very efficient third inning for Dash Lanzalotta. First 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon for either team. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. On to the bottom of the third. It's Grove City 2, Westminster 0. This is the Wolverine Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the third. Grove City on top 2-0, and Tyson Djokovic's first pitch is a strike to Sam Meredith. Meredith struck out swinging in the first. Djokovic's next offering is rolled on the left side. Shortstop Braden Campbell with it, throws over to first in time to get Meredith, and that's out number 1 in the bottom of the third. One down for Colin Marin-Petro. He was the first base runner of the game for Grove City, reached on a 2-out error in the first. Wolverines 2 runs on just 1 hit. It was a big one. It was Adam Weber's single that scored Sam Bevan, and a throwing error on the play allowed the second run to score, that being Dan Luco. First pitch is low, 1-0 on Marin-Petro. Only lefty batter in the Grove City lineup here in game 1. 1-0 in for a strike, 1-1. 2-0 the lead. First of 2 today. This one's lined through the left side, a base hit. Marin Petro going the other way with an outside pitch. Colin Marin Petro came in hitting .400. He's now 1 for 2 today, and the Wolverines have a one-out base runner for Josh Minnick. Minnick hit a comebacker to Djokovic in the first, deflected off of him, but he was retired on a very nice play by a charging third baseman, Parker Lyons. Djokovic's first pitch. Inside a 1-0. Djokovic now 50 pitches today, 33 strikes and 17 balls. 1-0 is a strike, throw down to first, and Marin Petro is back. He had not wandered too far off of the base. So it's 1-1 on Josh Minnick. One fouled straight back at us. It's now 1-2. We're making sure that our ambient microphone was working, and I'm sure that foul ball demonstrates that indeed it is. Ball and 2 strikes. Throw to first, Marin Petro back safely. Facility manager Kathy Jacobs says, yes, you can hear it. So that's good. Thanks to her and Tyler Grupak for confirming that. 1-2, swing and a miss. An awkward looking swing from Minnick. And he is out number 2 in the third. 5th strikeout for Djokovic. Came in averaging nearly a strikeout per inning, but he has surpassed that today. Count now 1-1 on Sam Bevan. Reached on a strikeout wild pitch and scored last half inning. It's a bouncer to short, gloved by Campbell. Throws to Marjanovic for the force, and that ends the inning. For Grove City, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the 4th. Grove City on top, 2-0 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Top of the 4th, and the heart of the order due for Westminster, Chris Davis, David Kelly, and Josh Reed. Take a look around the PAC scoreboard as time permits here in the 4th. Chris Davis, who was hit by a pitch in the first. He was the first base runner of the afternoon for Westminster, one of 2 men to reach against Dash Lanzalotta. Lanzalotta's first pitch of the 4th is foul on the third base side. And it's 0-1 on the left-hand hitting left fielder. Davis open stance. Lanzalotta set at the belt. 0-1. Misses low, 1-1. Speaking of 1-1. Well, that's the score in Steubenville. 1-1, Waynesburg University at Franciscan. 1-1 in the third. Game 1 of 2 down there. Geneva on top of St. Vincent, 1-0 in the third in Latrobe. Lanzalota gets the sign from Weber. 1-1, misses a bit low. 2-1 on Davis. W&J on top of Teal, 3-0 in the fourth. Again, we don't have an update on Bethany Chatham yet. That game's not showing up on the PAC scoreboard, so we'll look into that. The 2-1, high hopper over to second. Luke Vitone with it. Flips it over to first for out number 1. One down for David Kelly. He popped out to Vitone to close out the first. We'll see if we can figure out what's going on with Bethany and at Chatham today. Big news in the PAC. We'll talk about that as the day goes on. The membership ranks growing in the President's Athletic Conference. Lanzalota out of the stretch. First pitch to David Kelly is outside for a ball. The announcement came out at noon today from the conference office that St. Francis University in Loretto, currently a Division I school in the Northeast Conference, will be transitioning to Division III. 1-0, driven out towards right center. Minnick on the run into the gap, makes the catch. Kelly hit it pretty well, but it held up for Minnick for out number 2. That brings up Josh Reed. He had a comebacker to Lanzalota leading off the second. So effective not next year, which is 25-26, but the following year, St. Francis will begin playing conference schedules, and they'll be eligible for PAC titles down the road. First pitch outside for a ball. And there's a probationary period involved, and there are a lot of boxes that have to be checked. So in terms of all the specifics and so forth, but that came out today. 1-0 on Reed. Lanzalota's pitch is bounced, and Marin Petro cannot flag it down. It will go into right for a 2-out base runner. It was hit hard, but Marin Petro just couldn't flag it down. So we'll see what the official scoring decision on that is. Lanzalota's first pitch is low to Derek Beach. He walked in the second. So officially it'll be Reed reaching on an error. 1-0, foul tip to plate, 1-1 on Derek Beach. And, Chatham and Bethany are playing baseball tomorrow, so that solves that mystery. So, but everybody else is playing today in the PAC, save for Allegheny, who has the open date. Throw over to first. Reed was leading, but he's back easily. Lanzalota set at the belt. And the pitch fouled straight back, and it's 1-2 on Derek Beach. Beach, Tomko, then the pitcher Djokovic, 3 guys from District 10, which is high school athletics in Northwest Pennsylvania. 1-2, hanging breaking ball. This is belted deep to left, and it is long gone. Derek Beach hits his first home run of the season, and we are tied at 2. A breaking ball was left up, and Derek Beach took care of it. 2-run homer to left, and we are tied at 2. A no-doubter, and we're tied at 2 thanks to Beach's home run. One of the few mistakes that Lanzalota has made today, and Beach makes him pay for it. 2 down for Andrew Wolf. He lined out to left back in the second. runs unearned because of the error. First hit of the game for Westminster. Titans made that count. Foul on the third base side. Bevan gives it a look, but it is out of play. 2 runs, a hit, 2 errors for Westminster. 2-2-1, the Grove City line score. Westminster's left on 2. Grove City is stranded 3 through the first third of this one. Lanzalotta's 0-1, punched out to center, and it will drop in for a base hit. Andrew Wolf, the third straight man to reach. He's on with a 2-out single. That brings up Chase Tomko. He struck out after a lengthy at bat back in the second. Lanzalotta running into a little bit of trouble here in the fourth after sailing through the first 3 2/3. The error on a hard hit ball, and then Beach a hard hit ball that was a 2-run homer to left, and Wolf able to dump a single into center. First pitch to Tomko is a strike on the outer third, 0-1. Lanzalotta, 42 strikes, 17 balls today. Throw to first and back safely is Wolf. Certainly he could be on the move here with 2 down. He's not attempted a steal this year. But he has a healthy lead over at first, held on by Marin Petro. 0-1 low, 1-1. Fatone, Sampson, and Luco, 6, 7, and 8 due for Grove City in the home half of the fourth. Lanzalotta's 1-1, swing and a miss. As he chases a pitch down low, 1-2 on the Titans backstop. Lanzalotta set at the belt. 1-2 in the dirt. There goes the runner. Throw down to second, and in time. Nice pick by Meredith. Apply the tag, and that will end the inning as Wolf is retired at 2-6 on the caught stealing. However, Westminster ties it on the 2-run homer by Derek Beach. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. This is the Wolverines Sports Network.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran, and I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Luke Fatone will lead off for Grove City in the bottom of the fourth inning, tied at 2. Game 1 of 2 today at Jack Behringer Field. Tyson Djokovic, he's pitched well. And his first pitch is sliced down the right field line. Reed, the first baseman, gives it a look, but it is well out of play. 0-1 on Fatone, struck out looking in the second. One of the runs unearned back in the second for Grove City. Djokovic, 0-1. Strike down the middle, 0-2 on Fatone. Both pitchers have filled up the zone today. It's been a pleasure to watch from behind home plate. 0-2 outside 1-2. Djokovic averaging the mid-80s with a fastball. 1-2, poked on the right side. Mrjenovic fields the roller, throws over to first for out number 1, and Luke Vitone retired by his opposite number. 1 down for Nick Sampson, grounded out to the first baseman Reed in the second. The Westminster defense, it's Tomko doing the catching, Reed at first, Burjanovich at second. Third baseman is Lyons with Campbell at short. Outfield left to right, Chris Davis, Derek Beach, and Andrew Wolf. I believe last half inning I said Wolf was a left fielder. He's in right. Lefty batter, but he's playing right. First pitch is a strike to Sampson. This is a bouncer on the left side. Parker Lyons gloves it, throws over to first, a bit high, but Reed stretches out to make the grab. Sampson retired for out number 2. 2 down for Dan Luco. Reached on a hit by pitch, later scored on Weber's single and a subsequent overthrow. Luco scoring on a close play at the plate. Second run scored on the play. He takes ball 1 outside from the sophomore righty. Djokovic out of the windup. The 1-0 driven out to center. Beach going back, still going back, and he'll make the head-high grab to end the inning. A very efficient fourth inning for Djokovic. Grove City set down in order. Zeros across. We're through 4. Grove City and Westminster tied at 2 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 11 private institutions and 2 associate members, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics. As a charter member of NCAA Division III, PAC student-athletes excel in 23 varsity sports as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
On to the 5th inning. Tomko, Lyons, Burjanovich, 8-9-1 due for Westminster in a 2-2 tie. I'll say hello to a longtime friend who is tuning in today. I'm not sure if he's in Meadville or if he's out and about doing his sales rounds, but Darren Steele, who, like the Westminster pitcher Tyson Djokovic, is a Hickory grad. Darren tuned in today. He let us know that the crowd mic was working just fine on the foul ball, but always good to hear from Darren. He's a big baseball fan. St. Louis Cardinals fan is Darren. Redbirds and the other 4 teams and getting ready to start what should be a rather interesting National League Central race this year. But thanks to Darren, and thanks to everybody who's tuned in, watching, or listening today. Maybe you're in the car or running some errands, at work, wherever you may be doing. Hope you're enjoying this one as a Grove City and Westminster. A rivalry that dates back 141 years, 1884. The first meeting, Grove City winning 4-3 that day. And that was the first ever intercollegiate sports event in Grove City College history. 141 years later, we're playing baseball. These 2 schools separated by 14 miles. First pitch to Tomko is a strike on the outside corner. He struck out in the second. He was at the plate last half inning when Wolf was retired, caught stealing. So he, in effect, is getting his 3rd look at Dash Lanzalotta. Lanzalotta's 0-1, skied out into short left field. Coyle coming on, still coming, fighting the wind and making the catch for out number 1. 1 down for Parker Lyons. He struck out leading off the 3rd. Lanzalotta working on the first base side of the rubber, exclusively out of the stretch. First pitch, swing and a miss as Lyons waves it a breaking ball up high, 0-1. Lanzalotta gets the sign, the 0-1. Though misses a little bit high, 1-1 on Parker Lyons. Outfield shading him the other way a couple of steps. especially Sampson at center field. Left fielder Coyle actually is straight away. 1-1. Misses away. It's now 2-1. Lanzalotta, 1-2 on the season, does have a save. 2-1. Strike on the outer third, 2-2. Certainly important in game one of a doubleheader. You want to get length from your starters, and both starters have been good so far. And when you get into the midweek games as well, generally, not always, but generally teams are using numbers 1 and 2 on the weekend. 2-2. This one lined out to right, and it will drop in for a base hit. The Lions with a one-out single to right, and the go-ahead run is on as Westminster goes back to the top of the order for Logan Marjanovic, who's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to Marin Petro at first in the first, flew out to Minnick in the third. Lions held on at first by Marin Petro. Decent lead for Lions. And this one is lined to right. It's a base hit. Lions will turn second on the way to third. Minnick up with it. It's going to be a long single, but now first and third as Marjanovic goes the other way, swinging at the first pitch. The go-ahead run now 90 feet away for Braden Campbell. Campbell 0 for 2 today. Struck out on the first, flew out to right in the third. Campbell has not hit into a double play this year. First and third, one down. Westminster threatening, looking to break this 2-2 tie. Middle infield at double play depth. And the first pitch is skied out into center field. Sampson makes the catch, tagging from third is Lions. The throw is cut off, the throw late, the relay late. And the sacrifice fly from Braden Campbell gives Westminster its first lead of the afternoon, 3-2. Braden Campbell with a sacrifice fly to medium center. And Westminster has the lead, 3-2. That'll bring up Chris Davis, who's 0 for 1, reached by a he was hit by a pitch in the first and grounded out to second, leading off the fourth. Marjanovic at first now with 2 down. Keep an eye on him. 5 for 5 in the stolen base department this year. He has a huge lead. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike to Davis. Left-hand hitting left fielder. Both corner outfielders are batting left for Westminster. Davis and then Wolf, the right fielder. Throw over to first, and Marjanovic back with a head-first dive, kicking up the dust. Westminster has taken the lead for the first time today, 3-2. Davis looks to add on with a man on and 2 down. The 0-1. Foul on the third base side over the Grove City dugout. Westminster, of course, occupying the first base side here at Jack Behringer Field. Crowd still filing in today for this, what was a 1 o'clock start for game one. Throw over to first, and Marjanovic back. Next half inning, 9-1-2 will be due for Grove City. Weber, Coyle, Meredith. 0-2 outside. Try to get Davis to chase. He didn't bite. 1-2. Lanzalotta checking the wrist receiver on his left arm. Signs are transmitted to him. 1-2, bounced foul outside of the bag at third. Runner was on the move. But Marjanovic will go back to first, and we'll have another 1-2 offering to Chris Davis. Waynesburg has taken the lead on Franciscan 3-1 in the fourth. St. Vincent up 2-1 on Geneva in the fourth. And W&J extending the lead on Teal 5-0 as they go to the fifth. We're in the top of the fifth here. Westminster's taking the lead 3-2. 2 away. First of 2 9-inning games today. Big lead for Marjanovic at first. not going. Davis fouled off at the plate, just got a piece of it. It stays 1-2. Kind of an emergency hack from Davis to hang in there. Head coach Patrick Riley over at third, going through some signals. Hunter Alexander, longtime assistant coach, over at first. Another 1-2 on the way. Lanzalotta set at the belt. Here it comes, and a swing and a miss. Pitch down and in, ties up Davis. And Lanzalotta gets a strikeout. However, Westminster with the lead for the first time today thanks to 1 run. 2 hits, there were no errors, and 1 left. Halfway home in game 1. Westminster leads Grove City 3-2 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
This is Grove City College President Paul McNulty. Grove City College is a highly ranked national liberal arts college where your formation is viewed holistically, embracing mind, heart, and hand. You'll discover your calling and be equipped to pursue it. You'll also be a part of a community of purpose and principle. Faithfulness to this mission is one of our core values. Learn more about us at gcc.edu.
Of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Adam Weber leading off for Grove City in the bottom of the 5th. Wolverines trailing for the first time today. Weber singled in the second. It was a run-scoring single. He takes ball 1 from Djokovic. Righty deals, and that one in for strike 1-1. Djokovic, also a pretty good basketball player at Hickory High School for head coach Chris Mell. Where some teams made some deep playoff runs. 1-1 is high, 2-1 now. 2-1's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Weber to be followed by Braden Coyle and Sam Meredith here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2 in the dirt. Now 3-2 is Djokovic with a 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio, 46 strikes, 23 balls so far. Getting ready to make offering number 70. And this one's rolled foul up the third base line. It stays 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses a bit low, and it's a leadoff walk to Adam Weber. So Grove City getting the leadoff man on for the second time today. The first time the leadoff man reached was in the second inning when Bevan reached on a strikeout and wild pitch. So the first, I guess, conventional method of reaching. Brings up Braden Coyle. He's 0 for 2 today. Swings the first pitch and fouls it down the right field line. Wolf on the run, dives, can't get there, lands foul. He ran a long way. Thought the wind might push it back towards him, but it did not. Instead, it's a 290-foot strike for Braden Coyle. Struck out on the first and grounded out to short in the second. Weber held on at first by Reed. Weber probably not going anywhere. Djokovic set at the belt. 0-1 misses inside, 1-1 now to the Wolverine left fielder, Braden Coyle. Wolverines have mixed and matched guys in left field. Coyle, Dan Luca, who's DHing. We've seen Caleb Nutter. Bunt shown, pulled back. It's in the dirt, 2-1. Trey Wagner has played some left as well. Could see him as a defensive replacement if the Wolverines have a late lead. 2 balls and a strike on Coyle. This one's chopped on the third base side. Grabbed by the third baseman, throw to second, on to first, and in time around the horn. 5-4-3 double play for the Titans. Lyons to Mrjenovic and on to Reed, and quickly 2 away. 5-4-3 double play. First double play of the game for either team. 2 down and nobody on for Sam Meredith. Meredith struck out in the first, grounded out to short in the third. I think Matt Royer is asking the field umpire, Joe Romano, for some help to see if Reed held the bag. And umpires get together and say, indeed, it is an out. Matt Royer over in the third base box, not thrilled with that consensus decision, but it stands, and it's 2 outs in the 5th inning. Meredith will hit a bouncer up the middle. It sneaks through for a base hit. 2-out single for Meredith. He's on for the first time today. And I'll bring up Colin Marin-Petro. Marin-Petro reached on an error in the first, singled in the third. 3-2 the lead for Westminster, bottom 5. Put the tying run on base for Grove City with 2 down. Marin-Petro, certainly he has the ability to put the Wolverines up with 1 swing of the bat. Djokovic's first pitch is down low for a ball. Meredith, pretty good speed over at first. There he goes, big jump. Swing and a miss, throw down, and well late. Sam Meredith, he had a big jump. That's his first steal of the season. Not much Tomko could do on that one. Tried to make it close. Count is 1-1 as Marin-Petro swung to protect the runner. So the tying run in scoring position now. Anything to the outfield probably scores Meredith. 1-1 misses away, 2-1. Of course, with first base open, perhaps Westminster may be careful with Marin-Petro, although a very dangerous man on deck, Minnick. It would set up a right-on-right matchup. 2-1, bounced on the right side, flagged down by the second baseman, Mrjenovic. That took a wicked hop to his left, but he's able to get the leather on it and retire Marin-Petro. For Grove City, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the 6th. Westminster leads Grove City 3-2 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
And the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
No, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Middle third of the Westminster order due in the 6th inning. David Kelly, Josh Reed, and Derek Beach against Dash Lanzalotta, who gets ready to begin his 6th inning of work. 55 strikes, 22 balls today for Lanzalotta. But he's on the short end, 3-2, Westminster on top. Grove City scored twice in the 2nd. Westminster tied it on Beach's home run in the 4th, a 2-run shot to left. The Titans taking the lead last inning on Braden Campbell's sacrifice fly that scored Parker Lyons. Lanzalotta's first pitch on the way. This one's lined to center, and it is a base hit. 5th hit of the afternoon for Westminster and David Kelly. Now 1 for 3 as he singles to center. One down for Josh Reed. Retired by Lanzalotta in the 2nd, reached on an error and scored on the beach homer in the 4th. Left-hand batter. Kelly 3 steals this year. Reed tries to bunt and fouls it off. It's 0-1. One of those games, certainly both pitchers pitching well, perhaps looking to play for a run here. Reed has 1 sacrifice this year. Titans have 9 sacrifices through 16-plus games. This one lined out to left, tailing away, but Sampson makes a head-high grab. That ball was stung, but it is a loud first out here in the 6th inning. Reed hit it well and was tailing away, but Sampson, who always gets a good jump and a good read, able to flag it down for out number 1. That'll bring up Derek Beach, walked in the 2nd, 2-run homer in the 4th that tied the game. Throw over to first and back safely is Kelly. Kelly's been the primary DH this year. He has 1 fielding chance this year. Beach fouls the first one out of play. On the first base side, it's 0-1. Marin Petra holding the runner, Kelly at first. Vitone shading the hole. Oh, 1 swing and a miss. Beach tardy on that one. It's now 0-2. Game 1 of 2 today. Play 2 9-inning games in the PAC. We do have the run rule for the first game, but it doesn't appear that that's going to come into play. You never know. But worth mentioning, the 0-2 foul tip held on to by Weber. And Dash Lanzalotta picks up strikeout number 5, 2 away for Andrew Wolf. Lined out to left in the 2nd, singled and caught stealing in the 4th. Left-hand hitting right fielder Wolf. Lanzalotta throws over to first, and back with a head-first dive is Kelly. This is the only action on the Grove City schedule today. Wednesday, a busy day. Women's lacrosse will be at Allegheny, matchup of the PAC tournament semis last year, won by Grove City in Meadville. First one swing and a miss by Wolf. It's 0-1. Grove City softball postponed from Wednesday to Thursday at W&J. The Grove City men's volleyball team will host Teal tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in the Grove City College Arena. 0-1 high, 1-1. Thursday, the men's golf team will host the annual McBride Behringer Allen MBA Invitational Grove City Country Club. 1 o'clock tee off for that. One on the way, low, 2-1, then a busy weekend of water polo, CWPA Division III action, and the James E. Longnecker Pool Friday and Saturday gets underway 8 a.m. Friday. Grove City taking on Austin. Water polo for breakfast. Lots of action going on all day Friday, all day Saturday. 2-1 inside on Wolf. The count now 3-1. Lacrosse teams both home on Saturday. Women hosting, or both teams hosting Chatham in the afternoon. Grove City softball team will be home for Waynesburg University down the hill at College Field. 1 o'clock first pitch for that doubleheader. 3-1, swing and a miss. That's actually foul tip at the plate. It's 3-2. Perhaps Wolf chased ball 4. So count 3-2, 2 away. Kelly will be on the move. And Marin Petra will play behind the runner, or no. Yeah, he's going to play behind him. Staying close to him. Payoff from Lanzalotta. Here it comes. And it's hit out to deep right center, and it will hit off the middle of the fence. Extra bases. Kelly will score easily all the way to third. It is a triple. And Westminster has a 4-2 lead. An RBI triple to right center for Andrew Wolf to make it 4-2. Wolf's second hit of the afternoon. That one was hit well and just kept carrying and hit about a third of the way up the fence in right center field. And Westminster now has a 4-2 lead. Looking for more with Chase Tomko at the plate. 0 for 2 today, struck out on the second, flew out the left in the fifth. The time has been requested, and Matt Royer will come out of the third base dugout to come talk to Lanzalotta, who's pitched pretty well today, but running into a little bit of trouble here in the sixth. Left a couple of pitches up today, and he's paid for it. The Beach home run, and that time then Wolf cranked that one to right center. And there is some activity in the Grove City bullpen. It is a lefty. It looks like it's David Gallagher. He's on the far mound, but it is a lefty, and whoever it is wearing a sweatshirt right now, but it looks like it is Gallagher down there. But right now, some concern for the Wolverines. They're trailing 4-2. Big run 90 feet away down at first, or down at third. Grove City will have Minnick, Bevitt, and Vitone 4, 5, and 6 due in the bottom of the sixth, but right now it's a 2-run game. Westminster a chance to add on with Chase Tomko. Lanzalotta set at the belt, and his first pitch is a strike at the knees, 0-1. It's the 90th pitch of the afternoon for Lanzalotta, 65 strikes, only 25 balls. Wolf coming down the line from third. The 0-1. Chopped on the left side. Meredith gets a tough hop, knocks it down to the chest throw, does not have a throw, does not have a play, everybody's safe. And Westminster adds to the lead. Chase Tomko put it in play, and you put it in play, good things can happen. That's what happened there is Meredith handcuffed on the play, and it's now 5-2 here in the sixth. Brings up Parker Lyons, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Lanzalotta set at the belt. First one is high for a ball, 1-0. And indeed it is David Gallagher. We can confirm we see the number 4 in his jersey. He's starting to crank it up down there. Lanzalotta checks the runner. Tomko held on at first. Modest lead. Now Lanzalotta steps off and is charged with a disengagement. Tomko, decent lead now at first. 1-0, swing and a miss. That slider, 1-1 on Parker Lyons. Lyons, a sophomore from Rochester, down in Beaver County. 1-1 in the dirt, skips away. Weber got a piece of it, but Tomko read it well, and he takes second on the wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position now for Lyons as Westminster looks to add on to the lead. 2 runs in the fourth, a run in the fifth, and now 2 home here in the sixth. 2 balls and a strike. Dash Lanzalotta set at the belt. And the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Count now even up at 2-2 on Parker Lyons. Waynesburg continues to lead Franciscan 3-1. That game's in the 6th. St. Vincent up 2-1 on Geneva in the 5th. 2-2. Misses low and away. Now 3-2 on Lions. W&J now up 7-1 on Teal in the 6th. Likewise, we are in the top of the 6th here with Westminster leading 5-2. Allegheny has the open date in this round of games. Bethany and Chatham playing tomorrow. Payoff pitch from Lanzalotta on the way to Parker Lyons. And that is going to get through for a base hit up the middle. Coming around and scoring on the play is Tomko. He had that good read on the wild pitch to get into scoring position. Parker Lyons, his second hit in as many innings. And Westminster adds to the lead. It is now 6-2 here in the 6th. Brings up Logan Mrjenovic. 1 for 3 today. Grounded out to first in the 1st, flew out to right on the 3rd, singled in the 5th. First pitch to Mrjenovic, misses out of the zone, 1-0. On the Westminster second baseman. Set at the belt, Lanzalotta. This one popped on the infield. Now drifting out into the outfield. Meredith can't make the catch. Fighting the wind, throw to second, and out. As Mrjenovic popped off of the base, but the run counts. Lyons, who had moved up to second on the throw, he scores on the bloop single. Meredith looking right up into that high mid-afternoon sun, fighting the wind as well. Mrjenovic then retired 6-4. He does get a run batted in, and that is the end of a rather unusual 6th inning, but Westminster adds to the lead. Titans score 4. There were 4 runs. 4 hits. There's an error. And nobody left. Middle of the 6th. Westminster on top, 7-2. We'll be back with more after this from Jack Behringer Field on the home of the Wolverines.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Tyson Djokovic's first pitch to Josh Minnick is a ball. The 1-0 is fouled up the third baseline foul. A ball and a strike on Josh Minnick. He bats leading off the 6th. Grove City on the short end at 7-2. Minnick 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the 3rd, grounded out back to the pitcher in the 1st. 1-1, swing and a miss. Now 1-2 on Minnick. Bevan and Vitone to follow. 1-2. Misses low, 2-2 now on Josh Minnick. Right-hand hitting right fielder. 2-2 outside, 3-2. Looked like maybe Djokovic overthrew that one a little bit. 3-2 on Minnick. Pitch on the way. Line to center, but it's going to hang up for the center fielder. As making the catch is Derek Beach. A solid contact from Minnick, but he's out number one. That'll bring up Sam Bevan. Bevan, 0 for 2 with a run scored today. Reached on a strikeout wild pitch in the second, later scored that inning. Hit into a force play in the third. First pitch to Bevan is low for a ball. One-0, driven out to right. Wolf on the run. It's going to hit off the fence. Bevan rounding second, thinking three. Throw back to the infield. Campbell's relay is late. Sam Bevan, a triple to right. The Wolverines have a runner at third with one down. Bevan hit that one, just kept carrying, hit off the fence. So a runner at third for Luke Vitone. Vitone struck out looking in the second, grounded out to second, leading off the fourth. Wolverines would love to get at least one back here in the sixth after Westminster scored 4 in the top of the inning. Djokovic's first pitch is a strike down the middle, 0-1. This will be Djokovic's 90th pitch of the afternoon. And it is cut on a miss by Vitone, now 0-2. Vitone just does not look real comfortable today against Djokovic. Or maybe just isn't seeing the ball well out of the hand against him. 0-2, called strike 3. Second time today that Vitone has gone down on strikes. Strikeout number 6 for Djokovic. 2 down for Nick Sampson. Sampson 0 for 2 today, a couple of ground outs. One to each corner infielder. First one is a bouncer on the left side. Grabbed by Parker Doyle, the third baseman on the run. Throws to first in time to retire the speedy Sampson. And Djokovic works around a one-out triple. No runs to hit, no errors. And one left. On to the seventh. Westminster on top, 7-2 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Pitching change for the Wolverines, and it will be Raymond Steyer, the junior right-hander from Eden Christian, coming on. Steyer, who got the save a week ago against Penn State DuBois, third appearance of the season. He's gone 1 1/3 innings, given up 2 hits and 1 strikeout. So he will come on here in the 7th with Grove City trailing 7-2. So Gallagher had been warming up, but they'll go with Steyer here in the 7th. For Dash Lanzalotta, the final numbers are not going to reflect how he pitched. In terms of, he threw strikes, threw a lot of them, but right now he's on the hook. 6 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Steyer will be greeted by 2, 3, and 4 in the Westminster order. Campbell, Davis, and then his old Eden Christian teammate David Kelly, who was due third here in the top of the 7th. 7-2 the lead. Steyer's first pitch is outside for a ball. Steyer made his pitching debut against Houghton a week and a half ago. 1-0 fouled back towards us. It's 1-1. And then he came on and got the save a week ago against Penn State DuBois in a 4-1 win. Kenny Lavrich got the win in relief that day. Pitched 1 inning and was the right guy at the right time. Steyer's 1-1's a breaking ball that hangs. It's hit high out the left. Coyle coming on and cannot hang on to it. And it will be a double for Campbell. It was a big swing by Campbell. The ball really didn't go that far, but there's a double, and that, see the wind just pushing that one. The wind's been swirling. At times it's been blowing out, at times from right to left, and that time Coyle with that big swing and ran a long way and just couldn't corral it. It's a leadoff double for Campbell. He's now 1 for 3 today. Brings up Chris Davis, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in the first. Steyer's first pitch, this one's driven out to center. Sampson going back. Sampson has it measured for out number 1. An Adam ball for the first out of the 7th. 1 down for David Kelly. He's 1 for 3 with the runs scored. Popped out to second in the first. Lined out to Minnick and right in the 4th. Singled and scored in the 6th. Right on right matchup. Eden Christian against Eden Christian. Luke Fatone, who also went to Eden Christian at second base for Grove City, dogging the runner. And the first pitch to Kelly is low and away for a ball. Steyer out of the high set. 1-0, misses a bit inside, 2-0. .325 to left here, 405 to center, 300 to right with a high fence from right to right center. Excuse me, 320 to left, I erred. It's 320 to left, 405 to center. 2-0, line down the right field line, it will slice well foul. A long first strike on David Kelly. Steyer out of the high set, the 2-1. This is a bit low, 3-1 now to Kelly. Steyer out of the high set, the righty's 3-1. Fisted on the infield. Shortstop Meredith with it, double clutches, throws over to first in time for the second out. Campbell will take third on the play, but now 2 away. 2 down for Josh Reed, the first baseman. Reed, 0 for 3 of the runs scored. Reached on an error in the 4th and scored on Beach's homer. That tied the game at 2. Right now, 7 unanswered runs for Westminster. We're in the top of the 7th, 7-2 the lead. Steyer's first pitch to the lefty. Hits him on the front leg. So now it's 1st and 3rd for Derek Beach. Beach walked in the 2nd, hit the 2-run homer that tied the game in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. He bats with Campbell at 3rd, Reed at 1st. Steyer now steps off. Waynesburg's extended the lead at Franciscan. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Weber. It's 1-0 on Beach. 5-1, Waynesburg University leading in the 6th inning. St. Vincent up 3-1 on the 6th on Geneva. W&J's lead remains 7-1 on Teal in the 6th. Steyer's 1-0, is high, 2-0. Perhaps an unintentional foreshadowing there. 2-0 on Derek Beach. Marin Petro holding Reed on at first. That's a couple of tall guys over there, both first basemen. Marin Petro at 6'5", and Reed's every bit of probably 6'5", maybe even 6'6". He has a pretty good lead. 2-0 from Steyer. Little high, 3-0. Now Steyer running into a little bit of difficulty with 2 outs. Gave up the bloop double to Campbell. Retired Davis. Kelly grounded out with the hit batsman, and now behind 3-0 on Beach. 3-0, strike at the top of the zone, now 3-1. Steyer wearing the triple striped stirrup socks, the white sanitaries underneath and then the black with a thick red stripe and a thin white stripe over top of it. Classic look. The 3-1. It's a classic there, strike at the knees, now 3-2. Reed will be off on the pitch. Marin Petro will play behind him. Steyer's payoff pitch on the way. Here it comes. There goes the runner. Bounced foul on the third base side, and we'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 7th inning. Westminster on top 7-2, game 1 of 2 today at Jack Behringer Field. The payoff pitch. Fouled straight back. And we'll have another 3-2 offering on the way. Steyer gets a sign. The 3-2. Misses off the plate. Ball 4. The bases are loaded for Andrew Wolf. Wolf lined to left in the 2nd, singled and caught stealing in the 4th, tripled in a run and scored last inning. Bats with the bases loaded. Campbell at 3rd, Reed at 2nd, Beach at 1st. 2 away in the 7th. Chance for Westminster to break it open. Steyer's first pitch. Misses a bit high, 1-0. Some scurrying in the Wolverine bullpen on the left, down the left field line. 1-0, fouled straight back by Wolf. A healthy cut at that one, and it's 1-1. Even stance for the left-hand hitter, Wolf. Steyer's 1-1, misses low, 2-1. Westminster 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Grove City 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. 2-1 is high, now 3-1. And the Wolverines are firmly in the soup right now. 3 balls and a strike, 2 away. Bases loaded. The pitch from Steyer. Strike at the belt. And the count goes to 3-2. So the merry-go-round will begin. Campbell from 3rd, Reed from 2nd, Beach from 1st. Raymond Steyer. The payoff pitch. Foul on the third base side. And we will try it again. Left-hand hitter Wolf. Toes close to the inside chalk line. Steyer's payoff pitch, inside move, instead chases the runner back to 2nd. And the tension builds. Campbell at 3rd, Reed at 2nd, Beach at 1st, they'll be on the move. The 3-2. Hit to left. Coyle drifting back. Coyle will make the catch to end the inning, and Steyer tap dances out of trouble. For Westminster, no runs, 1 hit. There were no errors. The Titans leave them loaded. Stand up and stretch time at Jack Behringer Field. It's Westminster 7, Grove City 2. You're watching or listening to Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Eight, 9, and 1 due for Grove City in the bottom of the 7th. Dan Luco, Adam Weber, and Braden Coyle. Luco, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, and scored a run in the second, flew out to center in the 4th. And the first pitch from Tyson Djokovic is a strike. It's 0-1 on Luco. Djokovic, 93 pitches so far, 61 strikes. 0-1 fouled off. It's 0-2 on the Wolverine DH, Dan Luco. Westminster defense, Chase Tomko doing the catching, Josh Reed at first, Logan Mrjenovic at second, Parker Lyons at third, Brandon Campbell the shortstop. 0-2 is in the dirt, 1-2, outfield left to right, Chris Davis, Derek Beach, and Andrew Wolf. Djokovic out of the windup, 1-2, low, now 2-2. Djokovic on the first base side of the rubber. 2-2. Low, and now the count 3-2. So after being behind 0-2, Luco has worked it to 3-2. Wolverines need base runners. (3-2), called strike 3 on the outside corner. Djokovic painted that one for strikeout number 7. One down for Adam Weber. Singled in a run in the second, walked in the 5th, was erased on a double play. First pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. Strike at the knees, 1-1 on the number 9 batter, Adam Weber. Djokovic winds and deals. That one misses, 2-1 on Weber. 2-1, rolled on the left side, and it'll be a bad hop single as Campbell went to his right, and that one took a right turn and hit him on the wrist. So bad hop single for Weber. That'll bring up Braden Coyle, 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the first, grounded out to short in the second, hit into an around-the-horn double play in the 5th. Actually, it is not going to be Coyle. It is going to be a pinch hitter. It will be Caleb Nutter to bat for Coyle. So Nutter, who certainly has a lot of thunder in his bat, will pinch hit here. Nutter 5 for 25 this year, 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. Knocked in 7 against Muskingum a couple of weeks ago in the home opener. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. So Caleb Nutter will pinch hit, one of the big guns off the bench for the Wolverines. Sent to the plate here in the 7th. Now 1-1 after the Swing and a miss. Weber at first, held on by Reed. Nutter fouls this one. On the third base side, it's 1-2. Nutter, lefty batter out of Morgantown. 1-2, misses off the plate. Didn't miss by much, 2-2. Middle infield at double play depth. Shortstop Campbell shading towards the bag for the lefty batter. 2-2. Fouled back. Nutter probably would remain in the game in left field unless the Wolverines have a big inning, and then we would see what happens. First things first, he's facing a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and a breaking ball. 8th strikeout for Djokovic. Second in the inning. 2 down for Sam Meredith. Meredith 1 for 3 with a stolen base today. He bats with Weber at first, now 2 down. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Djokovic 109 pitches, but doesn't look like he's lost a whole lot. Wonder perhaps if this may be his last inning and looking to empty the tank here. 0-1 is high, 1-1. But he's given Titans 6 2/3 quality innings today. 1-1, strike at the belt, 1-2 now on Sam Meredith. Third baseman Lyons behind the bag off the line. Reed holding the runner, Weber at first. And this one is lined to left center. It's a base hit. Weber will stop at second. Sam Meredith, his second hit of the afternoon. The Wolverines have 2 men on for Colin Marin-Petro. Marin-Petro 1 for 3, reached on an error in the first, singled in the third, grounded out to the second baseman closing out the 5th. And Patrick Riley coming out of the dugout, and that's going to be all for Djokovic. So Tyson Djokovic, 6 2/3 strong innings today, but he will leave here with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th inning. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Wolverines trail 7-2, but they're threatening. More after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org.
So the new pitcher for Westminster is the left-hander out of Edison local, Thomas Simon, his 5th appearance of the season. No record, ERA of 4.5. He'll face Marin Petro, left-on-left matchup. The first pitch is outside for a ball. Djokovic, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs so far, but responsible for the 2 men on. Weber at second, Meredith at first. Simon on to face the lefty Marin Petro, and the 1-0 is low, 2-0. Simon this year, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts in his 4 innings. He's behind 2-0 on Marin Petro. And the pitch. Foul on the third base side. 2-1 to the Wolverine first baseman, Colin Marin Petro, West Allegheny grad. Don't forget, this is game 1 of 2 today. We'll have about a 30-minute intermission between the games. 2-1 from Simon, swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch, now 2-2. Just to let everybody know that we'll have a post-game wrap-up, and then again, our stream will stop, and then it'll restart about 25, 30 minutes later, whenever we get an official start time, and then we'll have the second game here as well. The 2-2. Misses outside, now 3-2. The runners will be off. Weber from second, Meredith from first. Takes the force away in all likelihood. Simon looking to clean up the mess. The payoff pitch. Misses low, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Josh Minnick. Minnick 0 for 3 today. Hit a comebacker to Djokovic in the first, struck out in the third, flew out to center in the 6th. With Josh Minnick, you have the feeling he is due. Simon, the lefty out of the high set. First pitch to Minnick. Pours that one in for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Minnick. Minnick, who's been such a consistent offensive threat over the last 2+ seasons, in, for him, a little bit of a funk. Love to break out here. 0-1, chopped foul to plate. And it's now 0-2. Bases are loaded, 2 down in the 7th. Grove City trailing 7-2. Simon ahead of Minnick, 0-2. Getting the sign from Tomko. The 0-2. Rolled through the left side again. It's going to be off the shortstop, a base hit. 2 runs will score, and it's 7-4. Josh Minnick, you knew he was going to come through at some point. He did there. A 2-run single to make it 7-4. Weber scores. Meredith close behind. Marin Petro stops at second. So Josh Minnick, a 2-run single. It was an 0-2 breaking ball that hung up, and Minnick got enough of it. It's 7-4. Now the tied run at the plate, and Sam Bevan tripled his last at bat. Simon's first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Closes the book on Djokovic, who ends up giving up 4 runs in 6 2/3. So both starters, the lines aren't going to reflect how they pitched. That being said, Djokovic is on the upside. Dash Lanzalota on the hook for now. The 1-0 to Bevan. This one's roped to left center. It's going to be a base hit. Marin Petro chugging home. On the way to third is Minnick. He'll pull in there. Bevan, a long or a wide turn. Now he will hustle back to the bag. It is 7-5. The tied runs are on base. Bevan, a long single to left center. 7-5. And Patrick Riley will come back to the mound, and that's going to be all for Simon, who cannot clean up the mess. It's 7-5, another pitching change. We'll take a 30-second break, come back and tell you about the new hurler on the Wolverine Sports Network.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Jonathan Malo comes on for Westminster. It's his 5th appearance of the season. He's 0-1, an ERA of 17-18, 7 1/3 innings. He's been touched for 14 hits, 14 runs, all earned. And he will come on now and try and put out this fire. The Wolverines have scored 3. Now the tying runs on base, Minnick at third, Bevan at first. Malo, a junior right-hander out of Germantown, New York. He will face Luke Vitone. Vitone 0 for 3 today, a couple of strikeouts, and he's probably as happy as anybody that Djokovic is not out there. It really 3 uncomfortable at bats today against the Westminster starter, but now he'll face the reliever Malo here. The book not closed on Simon. He did not retire a batter, gave up 2 hits and a walk. Given up 1 run so far, and he's responsible for both men on base. 7-5, Grove City within 2. And what had really shaped up as a pitcher's duel through the first 5 innings is turning into a shootout here in the back half of game 1. Minnick at third, Bevan at first, and the first pitch is fouled off by Vitone. 0-1. Three runs on 4 hits this inning. Minnick, the 2-run single. Bevan, an RBI single. Vitone, swing and a miss. And it's now 0-2. He was trying to make an 8-7 with that swing. But it comes up empty. 0-2. Malo set at the belt. And the pitch, this one's skied to left. Going back on it, still going back and making a head-high grab near the track is Chris Davis. Malo hung a breaking ball, but he gets away with it, and that ends the inning. However, Grove City gets back into this one. 3 runs, 4 hits. There were no errors, and 2 left. On to the 8th. Westminster leading 7-5 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact... What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum. That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe. How do trees clean the air? They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us. Cool. I didn't know that. Yep, but the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
In a game with plenty of local flavor, a little bit more will be tossed into the pot as Grove City native Michael Ehrman will come on and pitch the top of the 8th for Grove City. And he will face 8, 9, and 1 in the Westminster order. Chase Tomko, Parker Lyons, and Logan Murgenovich. For Ehrman, this is his 6th appearance of the season. 0-1 record, 6.23 ERA, 8 2/3 innings. He's given up 9 hits, struck out 5, and walked 6. For Raymond Steyer, he went an inning, gave up a hit and a walk, but did not allow a run. And also for the Wolverines, a change in left field as Trey Wagner will take over. He is in left field in the number 1 spot of the order. He would be due fourth next inning. In the meantime, the Wolverines look to hold it here at 7-5. Chase Tomko will lead off. Ehrman's first pitch. It's a strike at the belt, 0-1 on Tomko, who is 0 for 3 with a run scored today. Struck out on the second, flew out to left in the fifth, reached on an error, and scored in the sixth. Ehrman working on the extreme first base side of the rubber. 0-1, chopped up the third base line, and it is a fair ball just over the outside edge of the bag. And Chase Tomko will have a double. The chopper that just snuck inside the line down the third base side. A leadoff double for Tomko. And that'll bring up Parker Lyons. Ehrman made a pretty good pitch, had him out in front, but sometimes you hit it in the right spot and you end up with a double, and that's what happened to Tomko. He's on base for the second time in 3 innings. And that'll bring up Lyons, who's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored today. He's been a real thorn on the side, and Grove City, the infield defense, expecting a bunt. Bevan on the cut of the grass at third, as is Marin Petro. Step off by Ehrman, chasing Tomko back to the bag. Lyons has 1 sacrifice this year. We'll see what Westminster elects to do here. Is everybody in the infield moving? Do you swing away? We'll see. Both cornermen crashing. Throw back to second. Fatone there, and Tomko not straying too far off of the base. He's back safely. Lyons awaiting the first pitch from Ehrman. A lot going on, but no pitches yet. Ehrman set at the belt. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0 on Parker Lyons. Struck out on the third, singled and scored in the fifth, knocked in a run and scored in the sixth. That 4-run sixth for Westminster, which is the difference right now. 7-5 the lead. Wolverines did get 3 last half inning. 1-0 misses high, 2-0. Corner infielders remain on the grass for Grove City. 2-0, punch to left, it's a base hit. Wagner up with it. Wagner's throw will be cut off by Bevan. The runner stops at third, Tomko. But first and third, now nobody out. Parker Lyons, a 3 for 4 afternoon. First and third, nobody out. Here in the top of the 8th, and back to the top, the order to Logan Murgenovich. He's 2 for 4 today with a run batted in. Now Matt Royer making a visit to the mound. And that's going to be it for Ehrman. So Ehrman will exit. And we'll see who the new pitcher is for the Wolverines when we come back. Westminster on top, 7-5. Titans threatening to add here in the top of the 8th. We'll be back after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
David Gallagher, the sophomore left-hander from Montour, who has emerged as one of Grove City's top options out of the bullpen, will make his team-leading 7th appearance of the season. No record, ERA of 1.59, 11 and a third innings. He's given up 9 hits. He's struck out 13 and walked 4, and he could certainly use a strikeout here as Westminster has first and third, nobody out on the top of the 8th. Titans on top 7-5. Logan Mrjenovic, who's 2 for 4, will greet Gallagher. Gallagher looking to keep it right here. Ehrman lifted after 2 batters. He's responsible for both men on base. The runner at first. Lions held on by Marin Petro. Bevan on the cut of the grass at third. And Gallagher's first pitch is a sharp breaking ball for a strike on Mrjenovic. Middle infield is not quite halfway. A strikeout or a pop-up here. 0-1. And this one's looped to left. It's a base hit. Not hit real hard, but Logan Mrjenovic, his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And it's 8-5 Westminster as Tomko comes home. Lions will stop at second. Gallagher tied him up, but Mrjenovic fights it off. He's 3 for 5 with a couple of runs batted in. And Westminster back on top by 3 now, 8-5. That brings up Braden Campbell. 1 for 3 with a double and a run batted in today. And still nobody out. He bunts, and the runner from second will take third. The steal by Lions. Now first and third, and nobody out. Campbell showed bunt, pulled back. Bevan, the third baseman, charged. And Lions able to steal third. Now first and third with nobody out. Gallagher, set by the lefty. 1-0 in the dirt, and Mrjenovic will take second on the pitch in the dirt. The wild pitch puts 2 men in scoring position now. And the count 2-0 on Braden Campbell. After things got sideways for Westminster last half inning, the Titans have turned the tables on Grove City here in the top of the 8th. Second and third, nobody out. Gallagher's 2-0. Misses, now 3-0. Runner at third is Lions. Mrjenovic at second, nobody out. The 3-0. The outside corner for a strike, 3-1. Chris Davis, the left-hand batter, is on deck. This one's lined to right center. It's a base hit. 2 runs will score. And Westminster has answered with 3 runs of its own. It is 10-5 Westminster. Lions scoring. Mrjenovic scores. Braden Campbell, he's knocked in 3 today. And still nobody out. That'll bring up the left-hand hitting Davis. Davis 0 for 3, hit by a pitch today in the first, grounded out the second and the fourth, struck out in the fifth, and flew out to center in the 7th. Campbell held on at first. Gallagher's first pitch to Davis is low for a ball. book closed on Michael Ehrman. He's going to be tagged for 2 runs. Gallagher has been charged with a run so far, and Westminster looking to add to that sum. The 1-0, skied to left. Wagner fighting the breeze, which is picked up, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Davis now 0 for 4. 1 down for David Kelly. Kelly 1 for 4, singled and scored in the 6th. Pop out, a line out, and a ground out on his ledger as well today. He bats with Campbell over at first, and now 1 down. Gallagher's first pitch in the dirt. Skips away, and going into second, standing up is Campbell. The second wild pitch of the inning puts the runner in scoring position for Kelly. Of course, the catcher Weber and the pitcher Gallagher, high school teammates and classmates at Montour. Obviously not their first rodeo together. Gallagher checks the runner at second. The 1-0. Line to left, and that will get down for a base hit. Wagner up with it, but scoring easily on the play will be Campbell. It's an RBI single for David Kelly. Kelly, 2 for 5, and Westminster adds to the lead. It is 11-5 Westminster. 4 runs home this inning for the Titans. 1 on, 1 out for Josh Reed. Reed 0 for 3 with the runs scored, hit by a pitch last inning. Another left-on-left matchup. There's some movement down in the Wolverine bullpen. You see somebody else taking off the warm-up jacket. First pitch to Reed is in the dirt for a ball. Well, David Gallagher, who's been rock solid through the first 16, 17 games of the season, running into some trouble here this afternoon. Westminster has taken its largest lead of the afternoon, 11-5 in the top of the 8th. 1-0 in for a strike, now 1-1 on Reed. Reed, one of 3 lefty batters in the order. The 1-1, high, 2-1. Of course, Davis, the first of those 3, flew out to left moments ago, and then Wolf, he's in the hole right now. 2 balls and a strike on Josh Reed. Reed has also made a couple of pitching appearances this year. This one rolled on the right side. Vitone has only 1 play. It's the first for out number 2. Kelly moves to second on the play. That ball was not hit hard at all. 2 down for Derek Beach. Beach, 2-run homer in the 4th. He struck out in the 6th. He's walked twice as well. You read this year, but just finishing that thought, he's made 2 appearances, no starts, but he's thrown 10 innings. Somebody maybe be used perhaps either later in this one. And this first pitch to Beach, poked out into short right. Vitone, the second baseman, a couple of steps out of the outfield grass, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But pretty good 8th inning if you're a Westminster fan. 4 runs, 5 hits, there were no errors, and 1 left. Middle of the 8th at Jack Behringer Field. Westminster on top, 11-5. This is Wolverine baseball.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom!
I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Nick Sampson will lead off for Grove City, then Dan Luco and Adam Weber, 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Wolverines trailing 11-5. Jonathan Malo, who closed out the 7th, begins the 8th. And the first pitch is a bouncer on the right side. It will sneak through for a base hit for Nick Sampson. Sampson's first hit of the afternoon, and the Wolverines have the leadoff man on. Leadoff man on. We'll bring up Dan Luco, who's 0 for 2 with a run scored today. Malo's first pitch outside for a ball. Sampson, good speed, but not going anywhere. The Wolverines down here in the 8th. 1-0 misses inside, now 2-0. Malo's next pitch, strike down the middle, 2-1 on Dan Luco. Modest lead for Sampson over at first, held on by Reed. Malo's 2-1. Popped in foul territory. Reed coming over. Does he have room? No, it is a foul ball. So it's now 2-2 on Dan Luco. Adam Weber on deck, and then Trey Wagner would be due. Came on defensively in left field last half inning. 2-2, nobody out. Pitch on the way. High, 3-2 now on Luco. Malo getting the sign from Tomko. Set at the belt. 3-2, looped, foul. Over the first base bag, but it will land foul. Over the head of Reed, it landed foul. Not by much, but it was outside the chalk line, and we'll do it again. Stays 3-2. What will now be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Malo working in the middle of the rubber. 3-2, bounced on the right side. Second baseman Marjanovic to short. Campbell's relay is in time. A 4-6-3 double play. Second twin killing of the afternoon for Westminster, and quickly 2 down. With 2 down, the first pitch to Weber, check swing, he went around, and it's strike 1 on Weber, who's 2 for 2 with a walk today. 0-1 runs inside. It is now a ball to strike on Adam Weber. Singleton scored in the 7th, part of Grove City's 3-run rally that made it 7-5. However, Westminster countered with 4 in the top of the 8th. Malo's 1-1, a sharp breaking ball in for a strike, now 1-2 on the Wolverine backstop, Adam Weber. Malo set at the belt. 1-2, low, 2-2. Malo set at the belt. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2 on Weber. Payoff pitch, high for ball forward. Adam Weber on for the 4th time today. 2 singles and 2 walks. And to the top of the order for Trey Wagner, who will bat for the first time today. Wagner, the junior left fielder out of Mars. He is 0 for 3 at the plate this year. Fouls that one straight back. A good cut from Wagner. It's 0-1. Wind picking up again here at Jack Behringer Field. The 0-1. This is outside, 1-1 now. On Wagner. One inside, 2-1. Weber got a pretty good secondary lead, but then scampered back to the bag. He's on at first with 2 down here in the 8th. Wolverines down 11-5 and running out of outs. Mullo's 2-1. Inside, Wagner twists out of the way, 3-1. So after getting the double play ball, Mullo walked Weber, now behind 3-1 on Wagner. 3-1's a strike on the outer third. It's now 3-2. Wagner taking all the way there. So Weber will be off on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. There goes Weber. 3-2. High, ball 4. Back-to-back walks, opening the door for Grove City. Going to bring up Sam Meredith. Meredith, 2 for 4 with a run scored and a stolen base today. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out to short in the 3rd, singled in the 5th, singled and scored in the 7th. So 2 on, 2 down for Sam Meredith. An opportunity for Grove City to, nothing else, get within the striking distance in the 9th. Sam Meredith, 2 for 4, facing Mullo. First pitch, skips away, and the runners move up on the wild pitch. So now 2nd and 3rd, and a single would make it 11-7. The 1-0, low, 2-0. Taking all the way. It's a strike to Meredith, now 2-1. Mullo came in last inning, tying run at the plate and got out of the jam. The 2-1, outside 3-1. And then Westminster added to the lead to make it 11-5. Got the double play, but now walks to Weber and Wagner. The wild pitch, now behind 3-1 on Meredith. That's a strike. The knees, 3-2 on Sam Meredith. Colin Marin Petro waiting on deck. 3-2 on the way. Here it comes. Low, ball 4, the 3rd straight walk. And they're loaded for Colin Marin Petro. And Patrick Riley will head out from the first base dugout. And we will likely have another pitching change. We'll see if they have another lefty, or let's see, maybe Reed would be an option. Nope. Somebody else coming on. We will tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. The Wolverines are threatening. They've loaded the bases with 2 down. We'll have more after this. This is Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
The fourth pitcher of the afternoon for Westminster will be the right-hander Wyatt Walker. Walker 0-1, ERA of 1.93. This will be his 5th appearance, 4 2/3 innings. He struck out 9 and walked 3. He comes on with the bases loaded and 2 down in the 8th. Westminster on top by a score of 11-5 at Grove City. A golden opportunity here. And the number 3 hitter in the order, Colin Marin-Petro, due. Walker, a senior from Peters Township. He comes on here. So an inning for Malo. Got the last out of the 7th and the first 2 outs of this inning, but he was responsible for the 3 men on base. Wyatt Walker will look to shut things down here. Back-to-back-to-back walks. First pitch from Walker is low for a ball, 1-0. Kind of herky-jerky 3/4 delivery for Walker. Weber at third, Wagner at second, Meredith at first. The 1-0 low, 2-0. Westminster skipper Patrick Riley pacing on the first base side. Maybe reaching for some antacid, I don't know. 2-0 is foul up the first base line. It's now 2-1. Marin-Petro jumped on that one, but out ahead of it. And it goes to 2-1 on Marin-Petro. First year here at Grove City, West Allegheny grad. Bases loaded, 2 down. Bottom of the 8th, 11-5 Westminster leading in game 1. Walker kicks and deals, 2-1, swing and a miss. Marin-Petro, a healthy cut, but he comes up empty. It's now 2-2. Weber at third, Wagner at second, Meredith at first. The 2-2. Fouled off. Marin-Petro stays alive. Westminster in the 9th will have the bottom third of the order do Wolf, Tomko, and Lyons. The 2-2. Skips in. It's now 3-2, so the merry-go-round will be cranked up again. Runners will be off on the pitch. We've seen this a few times today. Weber from third, Wagner from second, Meredith at first. 2 away in the 8th. 3-2. Deep to right, and gone! Grand slam, Colin Marin-Petro. A line shot over the right field fence. It's 11-9. Marin-Petro, his first home run of the year, a grand slam. It looked like a 2-iron going out the right. And it is 11-9 now. So the 3 straight walks come back to haunt Westminster. It's 11-9, and Josh Minnick will try and crank it up again. swings the first pitch. Foul on the first base side. Reed has it measured, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. But Grove City punches back. The grand slam for Marin Petro, all coming with 2 outs. Wolverines get 4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left. On the 9th, a wild one in Grove City. It's 11-9, Westminster on top. We'll be back after this on the home of the Wolverines, the Wolverine Sports Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We go to the 9th, Westminster leading Grove City 11-9 in a wild one today. Grove City led 2-0. First pitch to Wolf is outside for a ball. Andrew Wolf leading off. He's 2 for 4 with a triple, a run scored and a run batted in today. It's 2-0 Grove City. Westminster went up 7-2. It was 7-5, then 11-5, and then Marin Petro's grand slam made it 11-9. 1-0 from Gallagher, low, 2-0 on Wolf. But if you're Westminster, hey, you're up 2 and only have to get 3 outs. Corey Vaverka heating up in the Grove City bullpen. Gallagher's 2-0 to Wolf low, 3-0. Gallagher touched for a couple of runs last inning and falling behind the first batter here, Wolf 3-0. You wonder if this may be Gallagher's last batter with the righties due next. Tomko, Lyons, then Mrjenovic and Campbell. And Wolf, a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Chase Tomko. Tomko, 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored today. Doubled leading off that 4-run 8th inning. And indeed, we will have a pitching change as Matt Royer makes his way out of the third base dugout. Both head coaches wearing out the grass between the mound and the dugouts. We'll tell you about Corey Vaverka when we come back. 11-9 Westminster leads. This is Wolverine Baseball.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Pitcher number 5 today for Grove City will be Corey Vaverka, the right-hand freshman from Twinsburg. Vaverka 1-0. This is his 5th appearance, ERA of 4.05, 6 2/3 innings, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He comes on with a runner at first and nobody out. David Gallagher goes an inning, charged with 2 runs. He's also responsible for the runner over at first. Chase Tomko, who doubled and scored last inning, will be the first man faced by Vaverka. Don't forget, we have more action coming up later today. This is game 1 of 2. This one zipped along at a pretty good clip from the first 5-6 innings, but a lot of runs, a lot of base runners. Things have slowed somewhat pace-wise as Vaverka concludes his warm-up tosses. Check the PAC scoreboard while we have a moment. Waynesburg and Franciscan, their next innings, 10-10 in that one. Or 6-6 in the 10th, I should say. Franciscan rallying to send that one to extra. St. Vincent defeated Geneva in game 1, 6-2. W&J over Teal, 9-3 in the opener. Vaverka on to face Tomko. Bevan creeping in from third. And the pitch, it got Tomko, got him up high. He looks like he's okay. He'll hustle down to first. He bunted, pulled back, and he's hit by the pitch. So first and second now, and nobody out. Chase Tomko reaches. And now Parker Lyons, who's 3 for 4 today with 3 runs scored, he will bat. We'll see if the bunt is on here or not. Wolverines are expecting it, but Lyons is 3 for 4. We'll see what he does. Vaverka out of the high set. Bunt shown. The bunt has popped up foul territory, but it will land back near the screen. It's 0-1 on Lyons. Grove City will have Bevan, Vitone, Sampson, by the way, due in the bottom of the 9th. The Wolverines are down 2 right now, but Westminster a chance to add to its lead. Wolf at second. Tomko, the trail runner, at first. Bevan on the cut of the grass at third. Marin Petro likewise at first. Vaverka set at the belt. Inside move and chases the runner Wolf back to second. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out, top of the 9th. Wheel play on. They throw down to third and off the bag. It's going to be caught stealing. Meredith broke to third, as did the runner. And Wolf is out, caught stealing 2-6 at third base. So now double play gets the Wolverines out of the inning. The count 0-2, by the way. Vaverka out of the high set. That pitch in the dirt, bounces in. Runner takes off for second, and in on the wild pitch is Tomko. So he's in scoring position now with 1 down. And the count is 1-2 on Parker Lyons. Takes the conventional double play out of order, the 1-2. Skied to right center. Coming on, Minnick loses his cap and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down, back to the top of the order for Logan Mrjenovic. Mrjenovic now 3 for 5 today, singled in each of his last 3 at-bats. Singled in a run and scored in the 8th, so 3 for 5, 2 runs batted in. Big insurance run out at second in the form of Chase Tomko. Vaverka out of the high set. First pitch to Mrjenovic. This one is roped to left, and Trey Wagner goes to a knee to make the catch. Mrjenovic hit it well, but Wagner able to flag it down and end the inning. An eventful ninth inning, but Westminster does not score. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. Last chance for Grove City. Wolverines trail 11-9. Back with the bottom of the ninth on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
No, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov.
/ the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Sam Bevan, Luke Fatone, Nick Sampson due for Grove City in the bottom of the ninth. Wolverines are down 11-9. Wyatt Walker, who came on last inning for Westminster, looking to finish this off and preserve the win for Tyson Djokovic. It would not be a save, however, in case you're wondering, because when Walker came in, it was a 6-run game, 11-5. The bases were loaded, but because it was a 6-run game, the tying run was not on deck. So if Walker closes it out, it would not be a save in terms of statistically, but he would preserve the win, and that's priority one for Westminster right now. And some more hurdles for him, and Sam Bevan, who is 2 for 4 with a triple, a run scored, and a run batted in today, will lead off. And Walker's first pitch bounces in for a ball. It is 1-0 on the Wolverine third baseman, Sam Bevan. Walker set at the belt. And that one's a strike on the outer third. 1-1 on Sam Bevan. Walker working with catcher Chase Tomko. The 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. No changes defensively for Westminster. Tomko catching, Reed at first, Mrjenovic at second. Lyons at third, Campbell at short, outfield left to right, Davis, Beach, and Wolf. 2-1, outside, 3-1. Thinking on deck, Luke Fatone certainly has home run power. Bevan has a couple of them, but the Wolverines need 2 runs here. 3-1. Bevan taking all the way. It's a strike now, 3-2. Wolverines have to get a man on to get the tying run to the plate, of course. (3-2), fouled back. And it stays 3-2 on Bevan. Both teams up on the rails in the respective dugouts. Big one on the PAC, both teams 2-0 so far. 3-2 foul tip held on to by Tomko, and first strikeout of the afternoon for Wyatt Walker, and an important first out for Westminster. So 1 down for Luke Fatone. Fatone 0 for 4 today. The first one's high for a ball. 1-0, catches a corner, strike one on Vitone. 1-1 to Grove City's number one, Luke Vitone. 1-1 outside, now 2-1 to Vitone. Nick Sampson, who singled last inning to get that 4-run inning going, is on deck. Two-one, misses high, 3-1 on Vitone. Djokovic, pitcher record on the good side for Westminster, Lanzalotta on the downside for Grove City. The 3-1, high ball 4. And that will bring the tying run to the plate in Nick Sampson. Sampson 1 for 4 today. Grounded out to first in the second, couple of ground outs to third, and then singled last inning. Sampson runs well, would be a hard guy to double. Walker's first pitch is a strike, splits the plate in half. 0-1 on Nick Sampson, 2023 PAC Newcomer of the Year. Third year as Grove City's starting center fielder. Walker's 0-1, low 1-1. Walker, a lot of arms and legs out there. Three-quarter delivery, a lot of movement. Not a guy who'd be a whole lot of fun to face. 1-1 high, 2-1 now on Sampson. Wolverines down 2, 11-9, bottom of the ninth. 1 on, 1 out. Game 1 of 2. Two-one from Walker's a strike at the knees, now 2-2 on Nick Sampson, the right-hand hitting center fielder. Outfield, center fielder Beach shading him several steps towards right. It's a huge gap in left center. 2-2 outside, 3-2. And if Sampson can reach in, you can have great speed representing the tying run. Count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Walker's payoff pitch. Here it comes. Foul on the right field side, and it stays 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, bottom 9. The 3-2, high, ball 4. The tied runs are on base for Dan Luco as Sampson reaches for the second straight inning. Luco 0 for 3 today, hit by a pitch and scored in the first, flew out to center in the fourth, struck out looking in the seventh, and hit into a 4-6-3 double play last inning. Patrick Riley will come out of the first base dugout and convene the infield. The runners and everybody will gather on the Grove City side around Matt Royer. Even assistant coach Ryan Kalf was coming over from the first base side. So looking like football here with all these huddles. But things hanging in the balance. Vitone at second, Sampson at first. Sampson, of course, as we said, runs very well. He represents the tying run. Dan Luco's the winning run. He'll bat with 1 out here in the ninth. Trying to see if there's any activity in the Westminster bullpen. At minimum, there's some stirring over there. But it may be Wyatt Walker's game to close out or not. The other thing in the back of your mind too is we have another game yet to play today. Who knows who's going to be left to pitch for game 2? But first things first, you got to win 1 before you can win 2. First pitch to Luco. Here it comes. Jumped on that one and fouled it off. It's 0-1 on Luco. In case you're wondering, we know you are, Luco does not have a home run this year. There go the runners, double steal. Throw down to third, safe. Everybody safe, a double steal. And now the tying run is in scoring position with one down. Count 1-1 on Luco. Vatone at third. Foul straight back, 1-2 now on Luco. So anything to the outfield, considering the outfield's fairly deep, anything gets to the grass, there's a good chance that Sampson will get the wave around. The 1-2 from Walker, here it comes. It is high. Popped out of the mitt of Tomko for a moment. He did a very nice job of keeping that one from getting away and allowing the runners to move up. Because what that would have done is put the tying run at third with one down. Instead, the runners are at second and third. The 2-2 to Luco. Out into short right and making the catch is a second baseman, Mrjenovic. The runners hold, and now two down. For Adam Weber. Weber today has been on base all four times. Singled in a run in the first, or the second, excuse me. Walked in the fifth, singled and scored in the seventh, walked and scored in the eighth. Weber versus Walker. Walker's first pitch, high for a ball. The old pulse rates are picking up on both sides here, no doubt. The 1-0 from Walker, high, 2-0 to Weber. Walker looking to finish it off. Vatone at third, Sampson at second. Huge lead for Sampson at second, 2-0. It's a strike above the knee, now 2-1. The middle infielders and then the first baseman Reed are all playing back. They don't want to let a ball get to the outfield. Third baseman Lyons even with the bag. 2-1 fouled straight back. And it's now 2-2 on Weber. They're squeezing every last drop of drama out of this one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Wolverines down 2 in the ninth. The 2-2 from Walker. Called strike 3. And Wyatt Walker preserves a wild win for Westminster. For Grove City in the ninth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Westminster takes the opener 11-9. We'll come back with the recap after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here to Jack Behringer Field, where Westminster takes game one of the doubleheader today by a final score of 11-9. For Westminster, 11 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, and 8 runners left. For Grove City, 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and 9 runners left. The winning pitcher is Tyson Djokovic. He goes to 4-0. The loss to Dash Lanzalotta. He is 1-3. There was no save. Time of the game exactly 3 hours. We'll take a quick break, give you the recap, and have more post-game after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save
Hi, Chris.
your life.
Yeah, how are you?
SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's
Absolutely, no
Lung
problem.
Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hey, Mike, how are you? Good. All right, great. Sounds great. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. So, sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. So. And we are back here on the Wolverine Sports Network, where today Westminster defeats Grove City 11-9. to 9 as Grove City jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the second inning. RBI hit from Adam Weber. Dan Lucco scored on an error to make it 2-0. But Westminster able to answer. Derek Beach, 2-run homer in the fourth, tied it. Braden Campbell's sacrifice fly in the fifth gave Westminster the lead. That scored Parker Lyons. Titans then added 4 in the sixth. Wolf with an RBI triple. Lyons a run-scoring single. Mrjenovic a run-scoring single. That made it, it was a 7-2 game. Grove City gets 3 back in the seventh. Josh Minnick a 2-run single. Sam Bevan an RBI single. Westminster 4 in the eighth. Tomko doubled, Lyons singled, Mrjenovic an RBI single, Campbell singled in 2, David Kelly added an RBI single, and it was 11-5. Grove City, however, able to make it 11-9. 3 straight walks, loaded the bases for Colin Marin-Petro. He unloaded the bases, a grand slam to make it 11-9. In the bottom of the ninth, the Wolverines had second and third with 1 out, but could not get the tying run home, and thus it is Westminster taking game 1, go to 3-0 in the league. Grove City drops to 2-1. Westminster wins it 11-9. Djokovic getting the win. He went 6 2/3. Struck out 8, 6 hits allowed, 4 runs all earned. He walked 1. The loss to Dash Lanzalotta. He pitched 6 innings, 8 hits allowed, 7 runs, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. So Westminster takes the opener by a final of 11-9. The estimated start time for the second game, they've said 4:30. So what we will do right now, it's 4:07 here. We're going to take a break of about 20 minutes or thereabouts, and then we'll come back here and get you set for game 2. The address won't change. You'll go back to athletics.gcc.edu and click the camera icon. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long for now. We'll be back in a little bit with a nightcap. Wolverines look to bounce back and get a split here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Talk to you in a little bit on the home of the Wolverines. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.